We are going to look at two concepts here. One is the coordination number and second one is effective atomic number. Now the coordination number in a complex, if you look at a coordination number in a complex, so we say that coordination number of a metal ion in a complex is the number of ligand donor atoms directly attached to it, or the number of electron pairs involved in the coordinate bond. So if we look at the metal and the ligand, so these ligands, they donate the electrons to this metal and result in the formation of this, we call it as coordinate bond. So based on the number of ligand donors, or we say the number of electron pairs involved in the formation of covalent bond. In that way, we can calculate the coordination number. So if we look at this complex, now this complex has these two ligands. NH3 is one ligand and Cl is one ligand. So if we look at these ligands, these are referred as monodentate ligands. NH3 is a monodentate ligand and chlorine is also a monodentate ligand. Okay, so one atom involved in the donation of electrons. So this is monodentate, this is also a monodentate electrons. That means this will donate one pair of electrons, this will donate one pair of electrons. So therefore, to calculate the coordination number, we say that this is monodentate. So 4 into 1, we take 4 into 1. Plus this is also a monodentate ligand. So plus 2 into 1. So if we calculate this, 4 into 1 is 4, plus 2 into 1 is 2. So the total, we say the coordination Cn or coordination number in this case is 6. If we look at the second example, we have oxalate. This is the ligand, and this ligand is a bidentate ligand. Okay, this is a bidentate ligand. So therefore, to calculate the coordination number, so 3 into 2, that will be equal to 6. So the total coordination number in this complex is 6 because this is bidentate. So two atoms involved, two donor atoms we can say. So 2 into 3, that gives rise to 6. So in that case, we have a coordination number of 6. Similarly, just you have to know by looking at the bidentate, we can easily calculate the coordination number in this case. So if you look at ethylene diamine, this is also a ligand which is a bidentate ligand. So the coordination number in this case is just we have to understand that it is a bidentate. So multiply this number of these ligands into being a bidentate, it gives rise to 6. The coordination number of this complex is 6. If we go to the next example, coordination number in this case, we have chlorine, this is a monodentate ligand, and ethylene diamine, this is a bidentate ligand. So 1 into 2 plus 2 into 2, because this is a bidentate ligand and there are two such, we can calculate this as 2 plus 4. So the overall coordination number in this complex is 2 plus 4, that is equal to 6. If you look at this example, we have this as this ligand as a bidentate ligand and we have chlorine as monodentate ligand. So similarly, we say that it is the coordination number in this complex is 2 into 2 because this number of ligands are 2 and it is bidentate. So 2 into 2 plus, this is a monodentate ligand. So 1 into 2. So that will come out to be 4 plus 2. That is equal to 6. So the coordination number in this case is 6. If you look at this example, NO2 is monodentate. So directly we can calculate. First you have to know the list of ligands which are monodentate, bidentate, polydentate, hexadentate, etc. So it is monodentate. So 1 into 2 plus, this is also monodentate. So it is 1 into 2. So the coordination number in this case, it comes out to be 2 plus 2, that is equal to 4. If you look at this, NH3, it is monodentate. Cl also is a monodentate ligand. So to calculate the coordination number, we can write it as 1 monodentate into 1 plus, this is also monodentate, into how many such ligands? 5 ligands. So the total coordination number of this complex, in this case, it is 1 plus 5, that is equal to 6. So that is the way in which we calculate the coordination number, and this is only asked in the NEET and CET examinations. So first you have to remember whether this ligand is monodentate or whether it is a bidentate or it is a hexadentate. So based on that, you can easily multiply the number of ligands in the complex by the denticity, whether it is a monodentate, bidentate. Based on that, you can easily calculate the coordination number in a complex. The second concept is related to effective atomic number. Now this effective atomic number, this was proposed by Sidgwick. Now what does it state? EAN, in short we call it as EAN. So EAN states that a metal, so if this is a metal and there are ligands around these metal, there are ligands. So a metal continues to accept electron pairs. So these ligands, what is the role of these ligands? These ligands are involved, they donate the electrons. They are involved in the donation of electrons. So they donate the electrons. So the metal ion, this is the central metal atom or ion, we can say, continues to accept electron pairs till it attains the electronic configuration of next noble gas. So these ligands, they donate the electrons to the central metal atom, and this metal atom continues to accept those electrons until and unless it reaches a noble gas configuration. That means it reaches a stable configuration of a noble gas. So that concept is given as the electron effective atomic number. Now EAN equals the total number of electrons around the central metal ion. So this metal, it continues to accept the electrons. So this EAN, it is related to number of these electrons which are present around the, we can say, the central metal atom. Now if the EAN, it equals a noble gas configuration, like if it equals this 18, that is argon, 36 krypton, 54 xenon, 86 radon, then we say that EAN rule is obeyed in that case. Now the formula to calculate the effective atomic number is given by Z. What is this Z? Z is the atomic number of the metal in the complex. OS is the oxidation state of this metal, plus 2 into coordination number. So this is a trick to way to calculate the effective atomic number. So you should know these, you should know the oxidation state or the oxidation number, and you also should know the coordination number. So if you know the oxidation number, coordination number, and the atomic number of a metal, then you can easily calculate the EAN in that complex, and you can easily conclude whether this complex, it obeys the rule or no. Now if you look at these examples, now the first example in this case is this complex. Now in this complex, what is the oxidation state? Now to calculate the oxidation state, you know that oxidation state is, it is the charge on the complex minus of the charge on this ligand, that is minus 1 into 6. So that will be equal to minus 3 plus 6, that will be equal to plus 3. So oxidation state is plus 3. So we can write it as Fe is plus 3. Then what is the coordination number? This ligand, this is a monodentate ligand. So therefore, so 1 into 6, the coordination number in this case is 6. Okay. And if you look at the atomic number in case of Fe, it is 26. So we can easily calculate EAN. So what is that EAN? It is given by atomic number 26 minus what is the oxidation state. Oxidation state we have calculated that it is 3, and plus what is the coordination number. Coordination number is 6, but what the formula says, it is 2 into coordination number. So that will be equal to 6 into 2, that is equal to 12. So the overall answer what we get is 26 minus 3 is 23, and 23 plus 12 is 35. So in this case we say this complex has not attained, it has not attained this, it is less than 36. So if it would have attained a 36, that is krypton electronic configuration, then we say that it obeys EAN rule. But in this case, the EAN we get is 35. Therefore, it does not obey the EAN rule. That is the meaning. Okay. The atomic number in case of chromium, it is 24 minus the oxidation state. In this case, it is 0 plus monodentate ligand 2 into 6, that is equal to 12. So the overall answer which you get in this case is 36, and this 36, that is equal to the noble gas configuration, and therefore it obeys EAN rule. If you look at this complex, atomic number in case of copper is 29 minus. If you look at the oxidation state, what is the oxidation state? It is 2 minus, this is neutral, so 0, that is equal to plus 2. So we write it as Cu plus 2. So in this case, what is the formula? 29 is the atomic number minus oxidation state plus 2 into coordination number. So this is monodentate. So 2 into 4, that is equal to 8. So the answer in this case is 27 plus 8, and that will be 27 plus 8. So in this case, it does not obey. EAN rule. If you look at this complex here, atomic number of chromium, it is 24 minus oxidation state neutral 0 plus monodentate. So 4 into 2 is 8. So 24 plus 8. So it comes out to be 32. So again, it does not obey. If you look at this, atomic number, it is 27 minus, what is the oxidation state? In this case, it has no charge, so oxidation state in this case is 3, and plus this is monodentate, so 2 into 6, that is equal to 12. So 27 minus 3 is 24, and 24 plus 12 is 36. So we say that it obeys. So these are some of the examples which you should understand, and most importantly, to calculate the oxidation state, you should know the charge on the ligand, and to calculate the coordination number, you should know the denticity, whether it is a monodentate, whether it is bidentate, whether it is a hexadentate ligand. Based on that, you can calculate oxidation state and you can calculate the coordination number. And by using these, we can easily calculate EAN, that is the effective atomic number. And its use is only to predict whether the complex obeys this EAN rule or it does not obey an EAN rule, meaning that whether the complex has attained a noble gas configuration or not. Thank you.